It's been crazy here. That's why we're late. Bree's gonna unload her bread from the oven, and then we're gonna get started. We're gonna be making creamy chicken Marsala soup. Show the camera. How pretty. Good job, Bree.
Thanks.
Those are nice looking loaves.
And they're done.
Are they done?
You thinking so?
Where's the tip? Remember.
190.
Go ahead. I go from the side. Anyway, she's got to see if those are done, and then we're going to get going, so I'm not in her way to put them back in if she needs to. Hope everybody's doing okay tonight. This is a delicious meal. I've made chicken Marsala before. Never made it in a soup before. But that's what we're going to be doing tonight. Should be really, really good.
Oh, this is not done.
No?
No. It's like 120 or something.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Go in the middle, Go in the middle.
Oh, okay.
Go in the middle. Still not done. Looking for 190, right?
Mm-hmm.
Stick it back in. You look really good, though.
Mm-hmm. It shouldn't collapse.
No. They're not quite golden brown either if you look at them.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to be using a dirty pot tonight. Ha 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 ha. It's because I made the chicken broth in this and the chicken just a minute ago. So I'm just going to keep using it. All right. Yeah. You think so? 20?
Okay, I'll do 30 minutes.
No. I was thinking like 15 maybe.
Okay.
I just don't want you to burn it. That'd be a shame. Go through all that work.
Mm-hmm.
And then burn it. All right. Here we go. I do have a bit of a cough tonight, so you're going to have to roll with that. Because I am. Okay, so first ingredient going into the pot is 6 tablespoons of butter. We're going to get that pot over medium-high heat. Get that thing melting. We have a warm up here, which is much appreciated because it's been really cold. Okay, so now, onward. We're going to chop up, let's see, we should do the mushrooms first, I suppose. Actually, let's do the onion first. I don't think it really matters. Let's do the onion first. 1 large onion. My onions are starting to get soft in storage, which means I have a whole nother project waiting for me. This one is just borderline, not good enough to use. Oh, maybe not good enough to use. It's soft in the middle. I'll have to go find us another onion. Check that out. I'll grab one from the pantry here. Hang on. It's what, December? So didn't last too long in storage. Half of mine are sprouted. Oh. Yeah, I don't have that problem yet. Mine are just soft. This one's not soft. This one's a huge one, and it's nice and solid. I don't know what makes them store well and what doesn't. This is like one of my first real successful years of having good onions. So, some people say like the curing process, but I did that right. Hey, Jackie. I don't know. So if you're really, really good at growing onions and getting them to store like 8 months, like these are supposed to store, will you put it down in the comments down below? Because I'd love some tips. Because what I'd like to do is be able to grow and store a year's supply of onion. But if it's all going to go yucky, and you're kind of stuck after 4 or 5 months with trying to make onion powder, which is kind of a big mess. All right, 1 large onion, we got it. It's gonna be an onion with the quickly melting butter. Ooh, this is a really juicy onion. It's kind of funny because I grew all those onions and I got the cow cheese and stuff, and my Azure hauls have gotten smaller and smaller. I don't know if you guys have noticed that or not. But it's like when you start providing more of your own food, you don't have to buy so much. Which is kind of nice because it went from like $1,000 a month to, I think this month was like $300. Which is pretty cool. I got my tea going. I order from the bulk herb store still. It's called Home Folk now though. Because they sell all sorts of stuff. Okay, garlic's the next item. We need 8 cloves. So I'm going to get out of that. Get it peeled. I did get a new dicer. But, let me show you the mess behind me. You ready for reality? I don't know if YouTube's ready for reality. But I know some of you guys appreciate reality. Here you go, ready? Look at all these dishes. That's what cheese making looks like. We've made so much stuff in the last 24 hours. Cultured butter, yogurt. Behind you is a wheel of white cheddar. It's just been kind of crazy. And I still have lots of milk in the refrigerator to deal with. It's a blessing though. We weaned the calf, so now we get all the milk. Which is nice. Milking in the dark is not nice, but having all the milk is nice. And having all the cream, because we went from, I don't know, a quart of cream a day to at least a half a gallon, if not a little over that. Which is great for making butter and cheese and cream cheese and all of the things. Just in time for Christmas. Looks like it's going to be warm here for Christmas, which is weird. And when I say warm, I mean like 40 degrees. But you have to keep in mind that we just got out of like a high of 8, so a low in the negatives. There we go. Oops, one more. There it is. Okay, we got our garlic. 8 cloves. Give it a good dicing. I was gone for half the day because of Azure. So when I got home, the house was still kind of dirty. I took one child with me, and I got teenagers now, so the rest of them were able to stay, which is kind of nice. But it was definitely a busier day today. Okay, and it goes for the sauteing. Should round up a spoon for that. And it goes. Give it a good stir. Next ingredient to go in there is going to be 1 pound of mushrooms. So if you guys watched my video today, these are the cremini mushrooms from Azure. So some people take these stems out and just like throw them away, but I don't. Like if it's a little woody, I will. But if I can use some of it, I try to use some of it. This one's a little woody. But at least chop it first and give it a chance. These have already been washed, by the way. We're just going to dice them up however big you want. Some people like huge chunks into their soup. Others like it diced. And because I have little kids, I'm going to do diced. Usually I would use a small little knife on the dicer for this. Oh, I don't know if you guys can hear the cow mooing. Hey, did Nevaeh go out to feed the cows? Okay. I just hear him yelling out there. I know it's Barley. Poor Barley. He's kind of hoarse from yelling for his mama. She's right on the other side of the fence, but it's tragic, that weaning, you know. Oh, it's a little too stemmy. 99% of the larger mushrooms will be stemmy when you go to cut them, but I always try anyway. If it was just me eating this soup, I'd probably just slice them and maybe go like in half or something, because I'm okay with that big of a mushroom in my soup. But I have others who like the flavor of mushroom, but not the chunks of mushroom, so we go a little smaller. Let's see about this. Oh yeah, it's still soft. It's so funny because in the Azure video, I couldn't remember why I bought 6 pounds of these. Well, it's because I need so much for this recipe. And I want it to last at least a month. I couldn't believe the forecast. It's supposed to be windy though, but not, it's supposed to get warm. Today was like 50, which is crazy warm for here. So comment down below if you're traveling, where you're traveling to for Christmas. We're just staying home. People who have a working farm with animals usually don't go many places, especially dairy animals. Just kind of comes with the territory. Okay, so I'm just sauteing these onions until they're translucent, and then we're going to add these mushrooms here. One last mushroom. Onions are almost there. Oh gosh, that tea's hot. I like the sound that tea kettle makes when it toots, you know? And so sometimes I let it sit a little too long because I just like to sit there and listen to it. But then the water gets so hot. I should just record the sound and play it for myself. Then I wouldn't have to burn my mouth on all my teas. All right. There we go. We got it. We're rolling. So really quick, I've had this Marsala cooking wine forever. You guys can even see the dust on the bottle. I bought a whole bunch of it. And then I didn't use it. So we're going to be using some of it tonight. I have 2 more bottles, but this will be a good start. Okay. This is ready now. We got some translucent onions. So I'm going to add the mushrooms to the pot really quick. Again, this is 1 pound of mushrooms. We got carrots to chop, and then we're going to be done chopping. We need 3 large carrots. I'm going to do these as small as we can. They're all different shapes, of course. I need to cook down a whole bunch of chickens again. I'm all out of pre-cooked chicken now. So I've been taking the pots, these big pots like this one, and putting a whole chicken in it and putting filtered water in there and just simmering them for hours. And that works for the immediate, but then I gotta do it again tomorrow. Whoa, runaway carrot. Maybe the dog will get it. She's not in here. Usually the dog sits right on my feet while I'm cooking, because she knows that the carrots and produce get wild when I'm chopping it. So she's a smart girl. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and add the carrots in there too. Oh man, I just dropped one between the stove and the counter. My record's not going well tonight. Okay. I got a whole gallon of broth out of the deal though today, so that was good. Let's just see about this. We're also going to be using those sourdough noodles from Azure that I did on my Azure haul today. It's kind of funny that I've had cheese I could use, but I'm just not accustomed to having cheese I can use to cook and eat and stuff, and so I keep buying it from Azure, and cheese is really expensive. You know, 10 pounds of cheese, you're looking at close to $100. So if I can use my own, that'll save us a lot of money. And as long as our cow keeps producing milk, should go well. All right, some of these carrots I'm going to quarter because they're pretty big. So again, this is 3 large carrots going into the pot. Uh-oh, her bread's done. Bree? It's your timer, honey. I'll try and stay out of your way.
Ooh, they look good.
Look good?
Mm-hmm.
Good. Ooh, they smell good. Are they golden brown?
Yeah.
I'm still in the way, even though I'm not technically in the way.
Should I put them right here?
I think that's the only open counter spot.
I can put them on the table.
Well, as long as you show them what they look like now.
Okay.
You can stick them wherever you want. This is Bree's first time making successful sourdough loaves. So I'm kind of having a proud mama moment. Now we're done with chopping. All right, I'm going to scoot you guys on over for a pot view. Of course, Bree's going to be showing you guys her right here in a second too. So we'll pause for that. There, looks a lot better. Can they see it? You gotta bring it over here. There you go. Looks nice. Good job.
Mm-hmm. I'm very happy that I got it correct this time.
You do really well. Good job. There you go. Let's turn the oven on.
Okay, thanks.
Uh-huh. All right, moving you this way. Slide some stuff over in my kitchen. There we go. Perfect. Okay, onions. carrot, garlic, mushrooms, all sauteing. Okay.
It's only 166.
Let me see them.
It looks done.
They look done, yeah. We're done.
Okay.
You're okay. Okay, so to the pot. Next ingredient is 6 tablespoons of flour. Sprouted flour. Cornstarch, whatever you want to use to thicken this. If you're not eating flour, you could do thicken up with some cream cheese. That'll work. So 6 tablespoons of your choice of thickener. There's 6.
I just want the loaves.
So we're just going to mix the flour in. It's going to cook for 1 minute. And the reason why we let it cook is so that your flour doesn't taste like flour in your soup. We want it to take on the flavors of the onion and the garlic and stuff. So 1 minute on that. We're going to get our next ingredient ready here, which is opening up this cooking wine. Are you getting wild? What's going on?
I'm gonna take it. It wants me to rub the stomach.
She wants what?
I need to take a drink. Sue wants me to go rub her stomach.
Oh, she's getting a stomach rub. How nice. Okay, so what ends up happening, I don't know if you guys can see the bottom of the pan, probably not. There's some, I don't want to call them crispy, but they kind of are down there at the bottom. So what we're going to do is we're going to deglaze this pot, is what it's called. Which involves the wine. I'm going to turn on the vent so I don't have to breathe in all the alcohol stuff. I need 2/3 of a cup of the Marsala cooking wine. I'll let that cook off for a second. So what has happened is down at the bottom is the beginning of a sauce. I'll show you guys. See it bubbling? Okay, so now we're going to add a little bit more of the wine. We need another 2/3 of a cup. Again, I'm going to go ahead and turn on the vent. We're done off gassing there. So we got a nice thick food on the bottom, and I've tried to scratch the bottom of the pan as much as I can to get even the chicken bits from boiling the chicken today in this pan into that nice sauce at the bottom. Okay, onward. Next ingredient is 16 cups of chicken stock. Which is a whole gallon. I'm just going to add it slowly here. Yum. Okay, so when it comes back up to a simmer, we're going to add a little bit more. Hey, Sharon. Okay, it's coming up to a simmer. Add about another quart. I just add it slowly because sometimes you'll get like clumps of the roux is what it's called that we create at the bottom of the pot. That original sauce. And when that happens, it's not a good thing because then it's kind of gross. You're eating your soup and you get clumps. Okay, I think we're safe to add the rest. There we go. So now I'm going to go ahead and put this over high heat because we need it to come to a boil. In the meantime, I'm going to grab some thyme. And we're going to do 1 tablespoon. There it is. Okay. That's going to come to a boil. And then we're going to be adding our pasta. Alternatives to pasta would be to reduce the amount of broth. And you would put some cooked white beans in here. That would be really good too. Okay. We need to weigh out this pasta because it comes in a 12-ounce box. And I only need 8 ounces. So I'm going to grab a scale. We'll work on that while we wait for that to come to a simmer. Okay, I'll be right back. Hey, you came. Did you find the carrots? Look at all those carrots. Help yourself. Hey, there's a black cat in here, y'all. The farm cats keep getting in. Okay, so again, this is the brand. Azure Standard sells it. If you type in sourdough noodles, it doesn't come up, but if you type in the Bio Nature, it'll come up. They sell like regular noodles too, so just make sure you're reading the description correctly. So we need 8 ounces. There it is. 8 ounces of pasta. So what I'm going to do with this is I'll tape this up. It'll go back into the pantry. And the next time I go to make it, I'll use this and some more pasta from the next box.
What do you make it for dinner, Mom?
Creamy chicken Marsala soup.
Mmm, yummy. Looks yummy.
It's going to be yummy.
Mama,
Yeah, buddy.
I didn't have...
It's okay. Create. You didn't eat. Listen. We didn't eat snack until like 2:30. Or sorry, lunch until like 2:30.
Can we have some milk?
Mama's got to round up some cream for the end of this recipe too.
No. Why?
Yeah. Because it goes into the soup. Right now we're just waiting for a boil.
Oh, pasta soup.
Yeah.
Right?
Daddy just got home, so it might get a little loud in here for a few seconds. Or quiet. I'm not sure which. Welcome home. I love this sticker that my friend gave me and put it on my cup. I'm I'm not getting old. I'm fermenting. So I've got sour cream going. Speaking of, I don't know if it's fermenting, but culturing. Let's check on it. Whoever you are. Well, it smells like sour cream. I don't know how long this is supposed to sit. I thought it was just 24 hours. Do you know where my country cow kitchen book is? No? No. I was just going to check on the sour cream. So I'm trying to make it so that the dairy products that I make, I don't need any powdered stuff from the store. Because I was buying a ton of powdered cultures. And so this is my first go at not using a powdered culture at all. And instead using cultured buttermilk. Did you find it or no? No. Okay. Anyway, Country Cow Kitchen, the book. If you got dairy animals, that happens to be of the bovine type, that's a very, very important book to have. Or if you're thinking about getting bovine dairy animals. Because it has how to do this without any store-bought cultures. I think it's 24 hours, so I think this is done. But it's pretty thick. Oh, you got it? We're still waiting for our soup to boil, guys. Just hang on. There you go. Best book ever. It's really thick, but that's because it has like a ton of recipes on how to use your homemade stuff, which is cool. So let me just check this real quick since I got it out and we're waiting anyway. It's a colorful book. I think it's so you guys can see. Okay, so culture at room temperature for 24 hours, remove cheesecloth, cover with a plastic canning, let it refrigerate and use within 7 days. So that's done. That's awesome. So I didn't even have to buy sour cream for my Azure drop this month. So that's that. The phone is ringing, but nobody's here to answer it. All right, it's gonna be a noisier live. Dad's home early. All right, I'm just gonna put this on here for now, and I'll deal with it later. Needs to move to the refrigerator. I'm not sure what the refrigerator looks like. So I bought this one used because they were really expensive at the time, new, but I don't know what they are now. But it's a really good book to have. Kind of the old-fashioned way of making your own dairy products. Okay, put it back over in spot. Okay. We are almost there, I promise. So I also, because I made the broth, right, put a whole chicken in there. So this is 4 cups of chicken. This is going to be going in at the end, so it doesn't end up all shredded. So I'll make a mental note there. We're so close to boiling. And then those boil for about 8 minutes. We were making our own noodles. I think some of you guys remember that. But making your own noodles kind of takes the convenience out of eating a noodle dish because it's a lot of work. And we had a machine that pumped them out, but the problem is that you have to make the mix to go in the machine. Once it's in the machine and you get them all out, then you have to clean up the machine. So it was just tedious. I still have the machine. But then when Azure started selling the sourdough noodles, I thought, oh, I'll try that. Okay. We're coming up to a boil. There it goes. You guys see it? It's the very, very first start. I'm going to go ahead and add 8 ounces of pasta. And we're going to start our next dairy adventure, which happens to be getting the cream off the top of the gallons. So I'm going to put you guys back Actually, I'll probably just leave it here. You guys watch the soup. I'm gonna go grab a couple gallons of milk. Okay. I actually think I only need 1 gallon. We'll see. Okay, so that's gonna go. I'm gonna set a timer. Let's see. It's on high. Okay, we need to boil. I'm gonna move you guys back. We're gonna take some cream off the top of a fresh gallon of milk. I don't know if you guys can see the cream line from your angle. Probably not. Hang on, I'll show you. You guys see it? Right there. Nice amount of cream. Okay, so we're after 2 cups of cream. Doesn't have to be heavy cream, just cream. I love this ladle for doing this. It holds 4 ounces, and it just fits like into the gallon size jar so nicely. This kind of feels like this might be the milk from this morning. Yep. Tuesday morning. Because what ends up happening is that then it separates into heavy whipping cream and then just cream. And this hasn't quite done that yet. But it's so nice to be able to take a couple of cups of cream off the top of your milk and still have a lot of cream. There we go. 2 cups. And we still have a decent amount of cream. I'll show you guys. So, emptied it to here, but there's still like a good inch plus, which is so cool. Okay. I'm going to run this milk back to the refrigerator. You guys watch the bubbling supper, and I'll be back. It's definitely bubbling now. It smells really good. I'll be back. Boiling away. Four minutes left on the noodles. I'm one of those that always feel like she has to like check the noodle. Like something's going to happen to the noodle while it's boiling. Which isn't true. They're just hanging out and they're getting soft. It's not like they're going to run away or anything. I'm not even sure if we'll even have snow for Christmas, which is weird. We have snow right now, but if it's going to get above freezing every day for the rest of the year, yeah, that'll all melt. few minutes to go. It smells so good. I wish you guys could smell it. It's so good. We could salt some cheese while we wait. How about that? Because I failed the cheese and I haven't done it for a second time today. Let's see. Oh, salt's right there. Let's salt some cheese. Make it a little less boring waiting for that thing to boil. So, I don't know if the camera's going to pick it up, but this one's starting to dry out, which is good. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to dry it out. Bring the moisture content down in the cheese so it can be vacuum sealed and then moved into the cheese fridge. So this is just sea salt. And so you just sprinkle it and kind of apply it to the top and to the sides. The sides usually don't need as much as the top does, because the sides start to dry out faster than the whole wheel itself. You could use pink Himalayan salt if you wanted to. It's just that I find that when you rub, this one actually has pink Himalayan salt on the inside. It's just when you cover it in it, it kind of turns like brown looking. It's more of an appearance thing. When I flip this, you guys are going to be able to see the liquid. You can see how it's kind of glossy. This is a heavy cheese loaf. That's why it's kind of getting indented by sitting on the little rack there. But all this moisture, when we flip it over, indicates it still needs more salt. Usually it's 2 days worth of salting. Twice a day. On the rare occasion, I have taken it a little bit further than that. It's like 3 days. You want it to kind of feel like clammy. There we go. And it's just going to dry. Now, I might move this into the pantry and drape a cheesecloth over the top, because my house still has fruit flies. We've been catching them and then releasing them out into death, of being frozen to death. But they're still here, and as this ages, they're going to start buzzing it. So I'll probably move this to the pantry tonight, just for safekeeping, so I don't wake up and have a whole bunch of fruit flies stuck to it in the morning. Okay, sliding you over again. We're going to finish this soup up. There you are. 30 seconds left on the noodles. Carrots are soft. I was a little bit worried about the carrots not being soft, but everything's soft. So that's awesome. So I'm going to go ahead and turn my burner off. Shut the timer off. We're going to go ahead and add the chicken. Again, this is 4 cups of chicken. Give it a stir. It's coming together now. Okay. Next is 3 to 4 handfuls of spinach or kale. This is kale from my garden. So the reason why we're not putting the kale in earlier is because we don't want it to get cooked to death. We just want it shriveled in the hot soup. Oh, it's going to be so good. Mine obviously is frozen. So I'm just going to give it a minute because it needs to not only shrivel, but it needs to kind of thaw out here. So oh, this looks so good. You guys see it? You could do baby spinach if you wanted to. Okay, we are at the hello on wilted stage. So we're going to go ahead and do 2 cups of cream. And then we're going to season with salt and pepper. So you guys can see that. Yummy soup. Okay, salt and pepper. So we're going to add 3 teaspoons of salt. And I got to go get my grinder to add the pepper. You might have to add a little bit more salt to your taste. But this is where I'm just going to start. And the kids can always add more. Okay. I'm not going to do a ton of pepper because my kids don't prefer it. But I feel like the soup needs it, so that's probably going to do her. And again, salt and pepper on the table is perfect. Oh, this looks so good. And that's all there is to dinner, you guys. Give you guys a close-up again. Delicious. And it has noodles, but it's not screaming, hello, it's a noodle dish. Which is what I like about this soup. It's there, but not all noodle. All right. That's dinner, you guys. And since my whole crew is waiting for me and starving to death, I suppose I should go. But thanks for joining me. If you guys end up making this recipe, please comment down below and say, hey, I tried it. That's really encouraging to me, more than you'll ever know, that I'm reaching people and encouraging people to make new recipes. So if you guys like this video, hit thumbs up. And I'll see you guys next week. Take care.